How to balance chemical equations in 5 easy steps. Step 1. Count the atoms on each side of the equations. Let's count each type of atom. Sulfur, I have 8. Oxygen, I have 2. On the product side, sulfur, I have 1. And oxygen, I have 2. If there is nothing after an element, we assume that to be 1. And that is, we are done with the first step smooth. The big rule for balancing equations is that we can only change the coefficients. Those are the numbers in front of the atoms. The numbers after the atoms, the subscripts. Cannot be changed. If there is no coefficients written, we assume that's 1. There is 1 in front of these terms. Oxygen on both sides are fine. Sulfur atoms, we have 8 on the left side, only 1 on the right. To fix that, I can only change the coefficient. If I put in here, that means 8 times the 1 sulfur will give me 8 sulfurs. Now my sulfurs on both sides are 8. But this 8 also times the 2 oxygens. That gives me 16 oxygens. I fixed the sulfurs, but the oxygens are not balanced. I can change the coefficients here though to 8. 8 times 2 equals 16. Now I have 8 sulfur on each side. I have 16 oxygen on each side of the equation. This equation is balanced. Step 3. So you don't forget, only change the coefficients. Now my equation is finally balanced. Let's try another problem. Here we have 2 hydrogen, 2 oxygen. Over here 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. If I'll put 2 right here, so 2 times 2, that gives me 4 hydrogens. But 2 times 7, that will give me 2 oxygen. So my oxygen are balanced now. But my hydrogen are messed up. What I can do over here, put a 2 in front of hydrogen. 2 times 2, that will give me 4. Now the atoms on each side of the equation are same. This equation is balanced. So here's the equation. And I have done my counting below. You can see I have 1 calcium here. And 1 calcium over here on the product side. And then I wrote the entire SO4 as one thing. And I have one of those here. And over here I have 1 SO4. Na is 1. 2 NAs on this side. And over here 1 NO3. And I have 1 NO3. But that 2 on outside, I have 2 of them. So I have 2 NO3s. So if I put coefficient 2 right here, that means all have 1 times 2, 2 NAs. But this 2 also multiplies across. So 1 times 2 for the NO3s, that gives me 2. And now everything is balanced. Let's wrap up with one that sometimes give people problems. So we can see we have 1 carbon, 4 hydrogens and 2 oxygens. Over here we have 1 carbon, then we have 2 oxygen, and then we have 2 hydrogen. But be careful, we have to count this. oxygen over here as well. So we have 2 plus 1, that will give us 3 total oxygens. Then I will start balancing the hydrogen. If I put 2 in front of this hydrogen, so 2 multiply 2, that will give me 4. And that will fix the hydrogen. But now I have 2 oxygen. 2 multiply 1 oxygen. That gives me total 4 oxygens. Now I put 2 right here and change this coefficient, so 2 multiply 2 equals 4. And now everything is balanced. This video has given you the basics for balancing equations, but you must practice to gain proficiency.